All right. So I'm going to show you the Revolution Esher demo. I made a video like 3 days ago, and I didn't really like the way it turned out. I feel like it was too confusing and just too confusing. I think it was pretty long as well, not as long as it should have been. So I thought just might as well just make a video just showing the Esher demo and delete the other one. And I got this through a comment, so if you want me to figure out a song or whatever, just comment it and then I'll try to figure it out. So the Esher demos are kind of weird. They have like 2 tracks stacked on top of each other, so you can't really hear what each individual guitar is doing. I'm pretty sure it's tuned up or there's a capo somewhere or something. I know in these Esher demos they have like a lot of weird tunings. The guitars aren't in standard tuning, so I thought, just show you the standard tuning way. I think sounds the best. And yeah, so it starts off with the false intro, which is very simple. It goes like this. So it's open 1 3 1 open. So that's the false intro, and the actual intro sounds like this. So it's exactly like the false intro, but with the 1 on the 2nd string, 2 on the 3rd string. All together. You don't have to do the false intro part. I think it sounds kind of cool. So that's the intro part. It's probably like way easier than the the standard Revolution, whatever, intro. And after that, you go into the classic, boogie woogie rock and roll thing. Now, the actual Revolution sounds like this. And on the Esher demo, you don't really hear this bass note. So what I think he's doing is making an A chord by just barring over the 4 strings. I think he's doing that, and then doing the hammer on the 4th string. Hammer on the 4th fret, 4th string. So I think the Esher demo's in A, and the actual Revolution 1 is in C. That's why you hear that bass note in the actual Revolution 1. But since it's in A, you don't hear that bass note. Now the tempo or rhythm is a little bit faster than the actual Revolution 1 on the album. It actually really does sound a lot like the same tempo of the single version, the most popular version, probably one of the most popular Beatles songs actually. But it sounds the same, if not, a little bit behind, because I know that version's pretty fast. So again, and then you can speed it up, once you get it into it. So after this form that I showed you, you can either do this, which is a regular D chord, and do the hammer on 4th fret, 3rd string. So just move that down 1. You can either play like that, or you can, keep this shape going, except for just moving that ring finger down string and then putting your middle finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So you're making the same chord, except instead of going from here to here, you just gotta put these 2 fingers down. I think it's a little bit easier, but honestly, I think if you do the actual D chord shape and do that hammer on, it sounds a little bit better. I'll show you this way. Yeah, so it looks like this. You can also move that down just to get the bottom 3 strings. Or if you're a beginner, I recommend, keeping this shape. But if you do want to get better at, changing chord shapes fast, I'd recommend going from here to here, just to get that practice in. So that's like pretty much half of the song, really. And then it goes into like the, I guess, bridge turnaround kind of thing. He says, when you talk about destruction, don't you, when you talk about destruction, count me out. Back to. So what it is, I don't know what this chord, maybe like some weird B or G, F, whatever. Bar, 2nd fret, middle finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then the ring and pinky are on the 4th fret of the 2nd and 3rd string to get this chord. Sorry. And you can do a regular E chord. Back to the first chord I showed you. And then G, this bar G version. Down, A, B, and then this chord, which is basically the first chord I showed you, but the 3 fingers moved up 1 string. Out. Count me out. Back to E. And then back to the first thing I showed you. So altogether it sounds like. You get the idea. And the last part that I really have to show you is this. I don't know what this part would be called in the song, but you'll recognize it goes like this. Which is just basically the open E twice, hammer on to the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then open 4 altogether. Second part is once on the E, open E, hammer on, and then just 2 on the 4th. You can make like a E minor shape kind of to get to that a little bit easier. So yeah, that's pretty much the Esher demo. Now I think he does like a little thing, kind of like what he did in the beginning of the intro. I think he does something like that at the end or towards the middle, actually. Just know that it's all based on this pentatonic thing around here. So you can probably figure it out by yourself. But that's, the whole meat of the song. And yeah, hopefully this version is a little bit more helpful to whoever requested it. Yeah, that's it. Goodbye.